Now at 5 and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, the funeral for Elizabeth Medina took place Tuesday in Nebraska. This as the suspect faces capital murder charges. And a repeat offender in Victoria is facing 20 years in prison for drug possession. Plus, state and energy leaders, including the governor, are reassuring Texans about the energy grid this coming winter with the addition of a new power plant.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We have a little cloud cover, gave us a little break in the afternoon, but there are still showers around the area. The main event is coming out of the Rockies right about there. It'll be visiting us on Friday night. So we'll be talking all about that and your weekend in just a moment.
A legal battle looms in Austin. 5 police officers have filed a lawsuit against the Travis County DA's office. You're watching 25 News now at 5.
Suspect in the Wells Fargo bank robbery in Port Lavaca has pleaded guilty to the charge. Mark Trevino pleaded guilty to robbing the bank in September 2022, and he also pleaded guilty to robbing 4 other banks in Texas and Louisiana. Trevino was arrested in October 2022 after robbing the Chase Bank in Alexandria, Louisiana. Trevino was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison, and he has to pay restitution of $4,400. That's the amount he stole from the Wells Fargo Bank in Port Lavaca.
With still no new trial date set, District Attorney Reese said that once a new trial date is identified and approved, they will be available on the Matagorda County website.
Watching primary election coverage, your voice, your vote on 25 News now at 10. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Don Brubaker.
And I'm Karina Garcia.
The state representative House seat District 30 is one of the hottest races in this primary, and it looks like a runoff will take place May 28th. Jeff Bucknight has 47% of the vote, and A.J. Louderbank has 36% of the vote. The winner will face the Democrat candidate in November. Stephanie Bassam ran unopposed and got the Democrat nomination.
This race for District 30 is 25 News Now Weekend anchor Adam Seibel.
He's live at the Dr. Patty Dodson Public Health Center. That's one of 26 polling sites open until 7 p.m. tonight. And Adam, take it.
Voters still have time to cast a ballot on this Super Tuesday election with just about an hour left until polls close at 7 p.m. Some of the candidates and their supporters out here in the parking lot at the Dr. Patty Dodson Public Health Center encouraging the community to come out and vote.
At last check, about 14% of voters showed up to the polls in Victoria County. That's 7,880 people out of the 56,000 registered voters. Don Brubaker joins us live with political expert Woodrow Wilson Wagner II. Don.
Thank you, Karina, and welcome home, Woodrow. We've had you on so often. You do a great job. So let's look at this situation. First off, State Representative 30, the GOP race. How did you expect a runoff here? Of course, obviously, it is not final yet.
Right. It is very interesting. I think for a while it looked like that our former mayor, Jeff Bucknight, was going to have a very commanding lead. But I think in these last few weeks, it's really heated up between him and former Sheriff A.J. Louderbank. And I think all of us have seen the literature in our mailboxes and on our doors, and we've seen a very intense fight there. So I guess it's not too surprising that the two of them are kind of at the top of the pyramid. I'm still waiting to see a few votes from Jackson, from Matagorda, from some of these smaller counties to see if that in any way affects things, but it looks like you're right. That might be heading to runoff.
Police response to the 2022 mass shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde was a failure. That is the blunt conclusion from the DOJ in a new 575-page report. The report cited critical failures in leadership by law enforcement officers who rushed to the scene. The report also mentioned that officers arrived at the scene quickly and ran toward the sound of gunfire. But then they stopped when they neared the classrooms where the gunman was killing fourth graders and teachers. Gas prices across Texas are going down. AAA Texas reports the average gallon of regular unleaded fuel is $2.86, the lowest gas price average in the U.S. That number is 31 cents less per gallon compared to a year ago. AAA Texas reports the average gas price in Victoria is $2.73 a gallon. That's down 5 cents from a week ago. and 43 cents lower than 1 month ago. AAA says crude oil prices dropping are leading to a drop in retail gasoline prices.
In the U.S., every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke. But health experts say many people can avoid having one by having a healthy lifestyle.
Yep, that's how that goes.
Yep,
So while fried turkey is a popular item for a Thanksgiving dinner, preparation can sometimes go terribly wrong. This morning, the North Carolina Fire Department teamed up with state fire marshals for a demonstration of frying safety. Fire authorities say you should make sure a turkey is completely thawed before putting it in a fryer. Don't overheat the oil and don't have the fryer near any flammable structures.